What's up everyone, I'm Combat MP, welcome back to the channel. This is your update to the update for the mega patch coming this month on Atlas. They did about an hour and 15 minute stream yesterday. They explained a lot of stuff, gave me an idea of where they want to go in the future. So if after this video you decide you want to check out the live stream, there will be a link down below. By all means, go check it out. I'm going to go over a lot of the stuff with this that's coming up in this patch. Some pretty amazing stuff. I'm very excited about it. So this is Captain's Log 28, Man the Harpoons. Ahoy Pathfinders, well, it's been a few weeks since Atlas 1.5 went live, and we're pleased with the progress thus far. Thank you again for all your support and feedback, especially during the PTR and beyond. The Captain's Log comes straight off the back of today's live stream, and would like to offer a recap for those who may have missed it. The purpose of the live stream was to answer questions asked by the community and to discuss some of the things you care about, along with showing off our upcoming content slated for the May mega patch. We collated questions on our community hub, but in the interest of time, we focused on answering a few big topic ones initially. We'll be pulling more from the community's responses and addressing those throughout more Captain's Logs and general outreach on social and our community hub. If you didn't have a chance to watch the stream, don't worry, as you can check out the entire VOD here. And like I said, if you guys want to check out the entire VOD, I will have a link down in the description. Alright, so this is the live stream recap. Before we begin going through the content in the mega update, we want to cover some topics that frequently came out of our Q&A thread. Please keep in mind that we're not going to be able to cover everything. However, we will be looking over the thread at your suggestions and feedback and try to cover more in the coming weeks through these logs and additions to our patch. The one thing, if anyone watched my last update, this was the one big question I had, was where will there be a wipe with this mega update? And the answer is no. We have no plans to wipe the networks with our next mega update. This game is in early access, and we don't want to be afraid to make big changes for the betterment of the game in the long run, but we balance that with the time you guys have invested and the feedback you've provided. Adding new content, including exploring areas, doesn't necessarily mean that a wipe will be necessary. The last mega update required a wipe, as we were making some grand changes to the core game, like claiming and ownership of the islands. And we look at that type of situation as an extreme case which would advance the game's development. I think that's great. I mean, the people who have land are obviously very happy about it. People who don't have land, not so much. Does Atlas have lore? Do you guys plan to explore on that through quests or other means? The world of Atlas has a history and the lore that we are building through the environments and things like discovery zones and notes. We're handling this similarly to the early days of Ark, where the lore was sprinkled in but none of the dots could really be connected. Over the course of development, as we solidify our game mechanics and technical features, you might start to see more of this lore introduced into the world in various ways that ties everything together. We have some really fun planned stuff for the future in terms of quest lines and world building. That's cool. Lore would be really great. What's planned for the state of piracy as an action? We know this is a question that has been raised a lot, and especially recently with this update revealed the content that may not be as pirate focused as some would like. We are interested in how these various pieces of content play out, and it's important to state that what is in the current game may not be in the ultimate game. This means we're going to try different things and experiment a lot, especially through early access. Over the weeks and months ahead, the game will continue to evolve as we sail towards our goal of making the most fun pirate fantasy game, as opposed to the most realistic pirate game. On that note, this upcoming mega patch does introduce a fair bit of content related to seafaring and the pirate playstyle, and we'll continue to look into ways We can further establish this via new multi-dimensional gameplay mechanics as well as rebalancing and tweaking existing systems. So that's great for PvP. And where is the pirate hat cosmetic from playing pre 1.5? It's coming. Between addressing bugs and server performance along with working on the mega patch, it's kind of got stuck in our pipelines. Yes, we will give you all your fancy hats soon. Sorry for the wait. And Xbox. We're going to have some very exciting Xbox news for you in the coming months. We're thrilled to have you aboard. Our plans haven't changed and can't wait to bring it into you this year. Stay tuned. And now on to the update itself. Unlike the last mega patch, this one's more content focused and less systemic. We still plan to make more systemic changes, however, we want to give our previous changes some time to settle, so we can see how they play out and decide what steps we'd like to take next. This means this for this patch. We'll be introducing some new weapons, combat-related items for players and ships, structures, items to generally improve quality of life, cosmetics, creatures, and explorable area, the Ice Dungeon. So this is the Hydra armor, pretty cool. This is the Cyclops heavy armor, really cool. And this is the Hydra steering wheel, which I think is really amazing. It'll be the first time we have skinned a steering wheel, and it's applied by accessing its inventory and equipping its skin slot. The skins will be able to be painted, and we plan to have many more exotic wheel skins in the future. This is really cool. They talked in depth about this yesterday, the torpedo launcher, the new offensive structure, the torpedo launcher, and the torpedoes. They are really, really cool. Really cool. Torpedo launchers are a new Golden Age ruin item which allows crews and captains to fire torpedoes at their targets. The launcher must be snapped to a gunport location and can be used manually or via the captain's firing mode. Shooting a torpedo at or above the water surface will make it follow that path on the surface, and angling it downwards will have it follow that trajectory, like a missile. We can assure you that we are aware of the ways in which the torpedoes could be problematic in terms of the meta, and will be keeping a close eye on their balance. A new boat attachment, cargo racks. That is pretty cool. A new storage option for the medium and large boats. The cargo rack is snapped to the dinghy hanger location and will significantly reduce the weight of any item inside of its inventory. The cargo rack can only be accessed when the boat has anchored, and if the boat is sunk, the cargo rack will turn into a special flotsam which contains the inventory floating out at sea, providing the potential for it to be stolen by another pirate. New cart attachment, the large storage box. Cargo carts now own up to their namesake and can carry additional cargo. Attached to a large storage chest to a cargo cart will automatically reduce the weight of the items. This effect will be disabled on ships to help players transport resources more easily on land. Then we have new tool, fishing net. Pleasantly pass the time at sea on long journeys as you cast your new fishing net to satisfy your hunger and deepen your pockets. New ballista ammo type, a boat harpoon. If there's one thing you want to see, it's this harpoon. This harpoon is really, really cool. Stop your fleeing enemies in their tracks and reel them in with the new boat ballista harpoon. Load up your ballistic and fire the projectile. If it successfully attaches, you and your target will be unable to move. Reel them in before they destroy your harpoon. You can only successfully harpoon the same or smaller ship classes. New weapon, the spear gun. With highly accurate piercing projectiles, a rapid reload rate, and the ability to reuse ammo, the spear gun is the best choice for underwater weaponry. That's amazing. A new creature, the Olfend. This quirky creature narrowly avoided being burdened with the moniker the Camelephant. The unique Olfend possesses some utilitarian attributes based on and around water. Water can be collected as you ride it across fertile land or by drinking from lakes, and the considerate Olfend will store it, distribute it amongst water containers, or spit it in a friend's eye. The delicately legged creature also has the potential to be more heroic than it may appear by being able to use in extinguishing fires. That's really pretty neat. Carry him around on your ship in case you get a fire. That's pretty cool. Another new creature, the giant Tortuga. We're pretty fond of this creature and the aspects it can bring to a player's experience of the game. In some ways, the Tortuga acts like an armored personnel carrier, and in others, it is similar to an organic submarine, nestled under its section shell for protection or stays sheltered as it plunges into the depth and affords its passengers reduced oxygen consumption. Pretty neat. The new level, the Ice Dungeon. It looks really nice, really well made. An enormous dungeon found deep in the depths of the polar region. We can now see that this was clearly once occupied by pathfinders, but now deserted. Rumor has it that they were slaughtered, or their fear of a legendary and elusive mythical beast steered them away. Additional mega patch notes. New weapon, crossbow, which is my absolute favorite. I'm so happy. I'll be really, really happy when I have a crossbow. 3x4 medium gates. An ice box, really, really nice. It's a high insulated box for transporting ice. Has active mode that will drain ice but reduce surrounding temperature. Consumes less ice if indoors. Extends spoil times of things outside but greatly extends the storage of time of ice. Also has the option to turn ice into water to consume. A new resource, which is ice, must be harvested from cold zones. Decays relatively quickly if not in insulated storage. See storage container above. Can be consumed to reduce temperature for a short duration, 15 seconds per ice cube, max of 5 minutes, and it's relatively heavy. A new feature, a company-wide map markers. A new feature, instant hotbar equipment. Quality of life, structure ways now displayed on the item. Quality of life revamped skill tree. Quality of life breeding temperature gate adjustments. Quality of life faster reload skills now also scale the corresponding equip time. With more notes still to come. ISO Blackwood. Prepare for a dark twist on the equatorial biome with ISO Blackwoods. Dark jungles, caves, alcoves, villages, homes, and farms, an interesting array of animals, and a new concept, the mire. Wade through thick green waters teeming with dangerous creatures, rare plant life, and the occasional gorgon to find buried treasure, lost corpses, and even the giant and ancient snake boss, Anacython. Wow. In early June, we expect to be able to release our special mod map, Blackwood, created by ISO, the high-level designer behind ARK's popular mod, Crystal Isles. This is not something we'll be supporting specifically on our official network, as it was designed and intended to be used for single servers, an example of a stunning mod map that can be hosted unofficially. This specific map will be set up so you can still enjoy all the mechanics that Atlas has to offer while still hosting it as a standalone server with no additional database setup required. So let's take a look at the trailer for ISO Blackwoods. Alright, so I'm not going to read the latest patch notes. If you want to see them, pause this here. And I will scroll a little bit so you can see the rest of them. If you want to pause it again. Alright. So, show and tell. We're still collecting entries for the show and tell, so you have a little longer to astound us with your creations. Be they your fleet building designs, imaginative tats, entertaining videos, original fan art, or scenic screenshot, don't be shy and head to the submission thread for a chance to win some booty in the form of a cash prize. Alrighty, that's it for this post. Thanks so much for becoming a part of our crew, and we can't wait to show all you scallywags, landlubbers, captains, and sea dogs what lies ahead on the horizon. Happy sailing, grape shot games. Well, that's it for the update this time. If you want to get more updates, do me a favor, leave a comment down below. Tell me what games you want me to keep an eye on for you. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. And if you're new, subscribe. And until the next time, enjoy your game no matter what it is. Thanks, everybody.